incredible reliability, great comfort, fantastic fuel economy, and a gorgeous design. This is the new Toyota RAV4, and its introduction to the compact crossover segment will be as big of a deal as the original first generation of the RAV4 was. With it, Toyota will offer a premium vehicle in terms of quality and style that's also tailor-made for those of us that are interested in a sensible and affordable vehicle. And if you're one of us, be sure to stick around as we take a look at how the 2026 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid finally delivers what drivers demand. Redesigned and improved powertrains. The RAV4 was always a phenomenal vehicle in terms of its powertrains, and that will only be amplified for the upcoming model years. The new RAV4 will now utilize multiple powertrains depending on the trim level, and these powertrains will all be tailor-made for all kinds of people. The entry-level powertrain of the hybrid will be a 2.0-liter hybrid, which will replace the 2.5-liter non-hybrid of the current model. Yes, that's right. With the new RAV4, you'll be saying goodbye to the non-hybrid RAV4, which, while sad, is something that was expected to happen. This powertrain will be the same as the one found in the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid and the Prius. However, its power output will be increased to compensate for the increased weight and size of the RAV4. This engine will be ideal for city driving and those that need an urban commuter, as it will be exceptionally frugal, with MPG figures circling around 45 MPG, which, for a vehicle of this size, is just incredible. But if you need a more potent powertrain and a more capable vehicle, we just suggest you go for the 2.5-liter powertrain, which is already used in the current gen RAV4. It will use the same incredible Atkinson cycle engine with the same power output, ensuring good performance and utmost frugality for its power. However, this powertrain will also be changed, with the electric motor now producing more HP, allowing for a combined output of around 240 HP. As for MPG, you can expect city economy to be around 40 to 42 MPG, and the open road to clock in at around 40 MPG, which is still exceptional. The plug-in hybrid will mostly be the same as the current gen plug-in hybrid. However, there will be one big difference: the transmission. Toyota will utilize an automatic 8-speed gearbox instead of a CVT, which will ensure it a good blend of city driving and economy and comfort on longer trips, without the engine screaming bloody murder at you once you hit the highway. It will also improve performance because of the better power and torque delivery due to the transmission change, albeit city MPG without the electric drivetrain will suffer a bit, but not much. The new RAV4 will be a true vehicle for everyone with the next generation, and powertrain-wise, it will be a true sight to behold compared to its direct competitors. Speaking of sight, a gorgeous exterior design. The current gen of the RAV4 is surely an attractive vehicle. Don't get us wrong, but it's definitely dated. It's also especially old-looking when compared to Toyota's current design language, which prioritizes soft, elegant, and subtle design cues instead of sharpness and loudness. Thankfully, the new RAV4 will change its skin and philosophy completely. And instead of being a sharp and loud vehicle, it will be far more subdued and far more elegant. Starting from the front, the new RAV4 will utilize Toyota's now trademark hammerhead design. This means that the grille will be lowered and that the mask will form a hammerhead-like front end when coupled with the C-shaped headlights. In addition to this, the surfaces on the front, such as the bumper and the hood, will both be far smoother and less fussy, allowing the vehicle to stand out of the crowd of over-designed and overcompensating crossover SUVs. Its front end will mostly resemble the Toyota Crown Signia and the general design of the vehicle. As for the side, the new Toyota RAV4 will mostly be similar to the current generation structurally, because it will utilize the same basic chassis. However, the doors will, once again, be less fussy and will give the vehicle more presence on the road and will make it feel much more confident than the outgoing generation. One thing that we're glad that remains the same for the new RAV4 are the door handles. Many were worried that Toyota would introduce flush door handles, like they did with the CHR for the rest of the world. But thankfully, we've still got regular pull door handles, which is far logistically simpler and easier to use. As for the rear of the RAV4, the Crown Signia inspirations are going to be seen here once again. Like the Crown Signia, the new RAV4 will utilize thinner but longer taillights that will be combined with a brake bar across the tailgate. This will bring a touch of modernity and class to the vehicle, and when combined with a smoother bumper and tailgate design, will make the RAV4 look like a smaller version of the Crown Signia through and through. Near premium interior. The interior of the RAV4 will be equally as impressive though. Once again, the RAV4 will shoot for the skies with the interior, and we believe it will reach them. First of all, the interior design will be an amalgamation of stuff we've seen with the current gen Toyota Prius and the Toyota Crown Signia. The overall dash shape, implementation of the infotainment screen, as well as how the gauge cluster will sit, will be more conventional than the Prius, utilizing the Signia's in-dash design. This will make the vehicle look more traditional, yes, but also more flushly made and far more ergonomic. Speaking of ergonomics, the new RAV4 will retain physical AC controls, as well as many other physical buttons and commands, instead of moving them to the touchscreen, a move that we can only describe as a godsend. The touchscreen will be an 8-inch unit as standard. However, mid and high trim levels will come with a 12.3-inch unit, which will open up the interior and make it look and feel far more premium than it actually is. As for the interior materials, entry-level models will come with a soft-touch dash and soft top door trim. However, door pockets and the lower part of the dash, as well as the center console, will be made out of hard plastic. You'll also get basic cloth seats or faux leather ones that will offer okay comfort and support. Higher-end trims will offer a more well-made dash, with the top being leatherette wrapped and the lower part being soft touch. Seats will be made out of real leather, and the absolute top of the line will also come with bespoke quilting. As a result, regardless of what you want from a vehicle, you'll get it from the RAV4. AWD as standard. Because the RAV4 will now come as a hybrid from the get-go, AWD will be standard on all trims. This is a massive step forward, as apart from Subaru and some other direct competitor to Toyota's compact crossover, nobody really offers AWD as standard. Most vehicles are all FWD biased and based, and are then available to option with an AWD drivetrain, just like the RAV4 used to be. Now, does this mean that you'll be able to tackle the world with Toyota's all-wheel drive? No, not really. Entry-level models with the 2.0-liter will really be meager to go off-road, as the electric motor won't really produce enough power and torque to be a good thing off the beaten path. 2.5-liter variations will be better in this regard, and thanks to RAV4's tall ride height and oversized wheel arches, it won't be a stranger to off-roading. However, it will be leagues behind something like a Subaru Forester. But you wouldn't be buying a RAV4 if you wanted an off-roader, would you? You just go for a Bronco Sport or the aforementioned Forester, and as such, we really aren't complaining that the mechanical AWD of the outgoing non-hybrid has been sacrificed by the hybrid AWD, as we much prefer frugality over capability with the RAV4 anyway. Pricing and trim levels. The Toyota RAV4 will undoubtedly rise in price compared to the outgoing model, but not as much as one would expect. For example, the entry-level LE Hybrid with the 2.0-liter powertrain will start from $31,000, which, while more than the outgoing model's non-hybrid variant, is less than the 2.5 LE Hybrid of the current generation. With it, you'll really get all the essentials. Toyota Safety Sets 3.0, a relatively comfortable interior, nice exterior design, which, while bland because of the color choice, at least isn't offensive. As for the rest, the lineup will mostly be the same as the current generation of the RAV4, and our opinion on what to buy would be exactly the same. We'd either go for the aforementioned LE, the SE, or the Limited, and just skip the XLE and XLE Premium. And all of them will be around $2,000 to $3,000 more expensive than the current non-hybrid model. The 2.5 hybrid will be a $2,000 optional extra, so take that into consideration when buying it. If you don't need a do-it-all vehicle and need one just for the city, we'd avoid the 2.5.